Ass violin. Yo, Chris. So, all right. So here's the deal. That pizza place isn't open up till 11.
Yeah.
So.
It's 10:57.
Yeah.
By the time you get there.
This lighting makes me look so pale.
Stop it.
You submitted you submitted all your stuff to payroll and everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, your money should be in your bank mobile account, where all the refund money comes.
Wouldn't I get like a notification or something?
I didn't get one either. I literally just came from payroll and they told me that, and I went down to the ATM and got my money.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have a PSCCU account?
No, you can withdraw it. It's just $1.50 fee. But I like cash anyway.
How do I know if it's in my bank mobile or not?
Don't you have to
Log
buy
in.
that?
Being in a relationship
No.
is really
What
weird.
the fuck would I have for that?
Well, because that's where I get fucking
All
money
right.
from. You don't like money, that's fine.
Suck my dick, Chris. I didn't fucking know.
Or stick your card in the fucking ATM and make it tell you the balance.
Shh.
You just made
Oh, I
that.
got paid. I got paid. Hey, oh, well, I'm hyped, yo.
I thought that you'd like that.
Look at my man, Chris Hansen.
Son of a bitch!
You know, the way that you talk does not match the way that you look.
You're,
Like,
I know, right? That's so funny.
we all right. Chris.
you think he's gonna be like this kind of like geeky, nerdy
Oh, fuck
guy,
that.
and then he's like all thug.
Do you have the charger?
No, it's not in there.
Nope.
Are you serious?
What do you need?
Okay.
What do you need?
Okay.
A charger for it?
Well, no,
Yeah.
actually,
No, I'll bring it in. I probably just left that at home.
Tasteful news.
Besides,
Oh.
it probably just takes the normal,
I think it's the universal
We
charger.
have
see-
like
well,
3,500 cables in that.
yeah, but none of them are
Thank you.
USB cables. I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, they are USB.
Let me see if it takes the universal charger.
Okay.
Anyway, what I was gonna say is, now that I know that I got some bread, which is lit. Yes. This
Next payday's October 5th.
Damn. Well, that's cool because
Why do you guys get paid like so far in between?
Because it's fucking stupid.
Payrolls.
And remember, you can start submitting
Ha-ha!
your time
Does
cards
it work?
online.
Yeah, can you?
Yeah, did you do
right
that?
underneath this?
Well, we're doing ours after this, or after the next. When do we do
Monday.
Alright, sorry, next one's Monday.
Monday is
Alright.
the start of the new pay period.
I'll still bring you
How
a
old
charger.
bread,
in,
Chris
but
Anthony. We about to stack this
probably just
bread.
left it on the shelf.
This is, I'm telling you, that's gonna
I
be
guess
my
we'll just
pot
let it-
fund. Where's Bun?
Charge?
Yeah,
Can
once
you
it
get-
is charged.
How do we charge?
Sure.
For the
Sometimes-
low cost of a cup of coffee a day, you too can keep Cole Tamari in weed.
I only turned it on when I first got it just to make sure everything was good.
No idea.
I have not set it up.
Who
I have not
texted
touched
you?
it since.
I guess we'll
So
just
it might
see.
be like an iPhone. It might already be charged.
I don't know. We'll see. Oh my goodness.
Yo, this girl funny as shit, bro.
What girl? Who we fucking up?
Nah, funny. Good.
Oh,
funny.
okay, good, funny.
No, not my ex. Yeah, that shit had me tight.
I was about to be like, fucking up, cool.
Yo.
Cause you know I'm getting my caffeine in with this, like
Yo.
this giant fucking thing.
Alright,
So-
so.
By the way,
Glue in this
Keep-
room
You
anywhere.
don't get to
It's-
keep
No,
your skin all
but
through
we
the
leave
house.
it like
I don't
that
know
because-
how long it's
Because
gonna take
Chris
me
likes to
like-
play with it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm like ready to like.
Oh, bitch, by the way, I got more
Do you
stuff
want to call
on the
ahead
walls.
so that you don't have to wait there for him to make it?
My phone is a. Does anyone have a fucking iPhone charger? If they do,
I don't have
No,
an
but
iPhone
here
charger,
you
but you
can-
can borrow my phone if you need to call.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, your charger was really, like, your phone was kind of low.
Yeah, because I forgot to plug it in last night. I was smacked and forgot to plug it in.
I know you were smacked.
And it was bad.
Shocker.
Fuck you. 1, 2.
Fairy lights.
Hey, listen, I didn't put any messages in the group chat, alright? I just want to tell you guys I love you. You just get all angry. So fuck you.
Oh, you texted him too?
No, that's
Jesus Christ.
No,
What the hell did you do?
fucking Ebenezer
Just told me
Scrooge.
he told me he loves me and that he appreciates my friendship. But I was like,
Are you high?
No, oh, I knew he was high. I knew he was.
That's
Because he only tells me those things when he's high. And I'm just like, I
Yeah.
love you too, buddy.
I only get emotionally vulnerable when I'm high.
Okay, I guess it is dead.
Or if I'm really drunk.
Yeah, right?
I want to make sure it turns on.
You see when I'm drunk.
If not, I'll bring
I'm
it
a
out.
ball. I'm just a ball of shit. I remember the time I punched you in the throat.
Whoa! Oh, why?
Because Chris,
Oh, that's right. You told me that.
Chris and I were sitting on a couch and I literally went like this. And I like, kind of like,
Yeah, the Cubs. What was it? The Cubs made it to the finals.
they
Right?
made it to the World Series and I'm like, if it had been,
Got Harry
s-
Potter.
if it had been slightly appropriate, I probably would have kissed you right on the fucking mouth.
What was it, the first time in 106 years?
108 years.
108.
God, Stephanie, get your shit
I
right.
know, right?
No, it's okay.
Ta-da!
What is that?
Giant ass poster.
Oh, that's awesome.
A Wonder Woman being her amazing self. And then I got that painting my friend gave me.
Uh-huh.
And then fairy lights.
It's
Because
so hot.
we're personalizing the shit out of this room.
Yeah.
I hate
I'm
that
bringing in.
it looks like we're fucking renting out a place, not actually like living in it. And I hate that. I hate that.
I might bring my typewriter in just as like a.
Aesthetic.
Set piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably set it like.
Do you have any band posters?
I don't-
Anything from the vinyls that came?
I don't have any band posters I'm willing to like put
Part
in
with.
here. Yeah,
Gotcha.
but I definitely have a couple of vinyl we could like hang up. in
Put up
here.
on the wall.
Hell
That'd be
yeah.
sweet.
Yeah,
Alright.
we could put up my Adam Hart Mother one. I'll keep the original sleeve and we can put up the other one.
There's gonna be so many pinholes in that wall.
Oh well.
Listen, Chris.
As long as the computer's ours, they can suck it.
Yeah, we're just making this room look nice.
Mm-hmm. Whose shit is this?
Yeah, this place is
Matt's.
I'm refraining from throwing it all on the floor.
Alright,
Just
quick,
kindly move it.
Yeah,
No, just
he
kidding.
went with Kristen. She needed
To
get
go
right.
smoke, yeah. Can you move your thing, sweetie?
Mm-hmm. Climb up on the desk. Oh damn! I left the singles at home. If you're gonna be a stripper.
I can't now. I have a boyfriend. I have to be nice. I have to be a good girl.
Yeah, bullshit.
No, it's seriously.
I don't think you know how.
I had to refrain from flirting with. Oh, good, it's charging now. Good. that's-
Oh, good. It was just dead. Okay, good.
No, I was talking to him yesterday on Tuesday, and I was like, I just want you to know I've been dubbing everyone left and right. I'm like, I'm trying really hard not to flirt with people. I'm like, you're so lucky that I like you so much. I'm like, I'm monogamous only to you. I hope you're happy. And he's like, thanks, babe. I was like,
Pimpin' ain't easy, yo.
pimpin' ain't easy.
Word.
Hold on, wait, I have a thumbtack
That's
in my
cool.
hand.
That's cool.
You want me to like?
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Mhm.
I missed it. Can we do it again?
Yeah, I got you. It's all good.
Wait, did I ever teach you the handshake?
No.
That my friends. Come here. You're gonna like this one.
Oh boy.
It's 1, 2, 1, 2, up, down, back. No.
That's too much.
No, it's
No,
really
y'all
fun.
doing too much. Nah.
No, come here.
Nah, you gotta keep it simple.
No,
Fuck
come here.
that.
It's literally okay. Watch. It's
Alright.
1, 2, 3, 4, up, down, back, dab.
Dab. That's so. I don't like dabbing because I'm blasted. Because I'm blasted and like pushes
I
them
do
up
with
in
my
the.
friends all the time. You don't have to actually like put your. You're not sneezing, okay? You're
Yeah, but
literally
I
just.
just, like-
It's the movement.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a
the
minute.
movement.
Hold on. I'm gonna make a phone call. Doofus.
Are we the normal ones in this group? I don't know.
Nope.
No one's normal.
You're associating with us, so that means no.
No. Yeah, I guess I'm part of the cult now, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Congrats.
Okay, is it like a Heaven's Gate thing? Are we gonna be drinking Kool-Aid soon?
Oh my god, I wish.
Make it straight.
I know.
I have OCD. Make it straight.
I know. You want to stand up and tell me if it looks straight or not?
Yeah. Sure, why not?
If you wait a day, I can bring in a level.
No, that's good.
Okay. No, I'm too lazy to use a level. Because that's just a lot of extra work. Might as well just eyeball it and get somebody else's opinion.
Yeah, sure, half-assed.
Hey, my half-assing has done me quite a lot of good lately, okay? So, I'm going to stick with half-assing, thank you. Okay.
Just what a half-asser would say.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Can you pass me those two little thingies?
Sure.
Because I'm going to fill up this wall.
Alright.
Seriously, if you guys have anything that you want to bring in, like, please do it.
Can I bring in Thor? That's my weakness.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Chris Hemsworth.
Giant ass poster of Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. Or is it Hemsworth? Is there an L in there? I forget.
No, it's Hemsworth. Not
Hemsworth.
Helm.
Hemsworth.
Hemsworth.
Yeah. I should know since
You really spelled that pretty fast. What, a bunch of late night Tumblr searches, Alexis?
Okay, my late night Tumblr searches are Game of Thrones and Chris Evans. Chris Hemsworth just happens to pop up.
See?
Plus, I know I know my Avengers. Thank you.
Cool. It's gonna be like 20 minutes for the food.
Alright.
Does anyone want to come with me?
Sure, I'll come with you. We can listen to more Hamilton.
No, my phone's dead, so that's dead.
I have Hamilton on my phone.
I don't have a way for you to plug in.
Yeah, you do. The thingy.
That's not for. That's for my phone case. That's not for your phone. It won't.
Oh well, I'll just put it on speaker then.
Eh, fuck
You
it, I'll
are-
tag along.
He's really trying.
Son of a bitch, don't fucking...
I don't even have to look behind me to know what's happening.
What?
You
But
don't,
I'm
know,
getting
you don't know how
assaulted.
bad I want to like just smack your ass right
Go for
now.
it. Everyone else has.
No, I am.
No,
More than
because
welcome.
this laptop is right beneath you and I don't want to
No, I'm,
No,
I'm-
you don't understand.
I'm
Like,
ready.
I've had people smack it really hard, so you're fine.
Listen, I'm writing on the board. I don't know what you're talking
I don't know what you're talking about.
about. I'm just
Just do my thing. Why aren't you going in?
this is
Really?
food.
Thanks, Pythagoras.
Guys. That's the Pythagorean theorem.
I know. That's the only thing I can think about right now.
Is math?
Everyone knows numbers gets them horny.
Ding.
Fucking can't.
I thought Cole would be one of those guys who hates math and when
No,
when
I
the
actually-
alphabet got involved.
Can you pass me the poster and then, because I brought in a shit ton of. Hello there.
Hey.
Hey, what's going
Hi,
on?
I went upstairs
Okay.
for the DACA thing.
Sure.
And how did that go?
Well, I saw somebody that I knew, and then I went back down here. And I was like, I don't want to run into that person.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'll
well-
go back up.
No, you don't have to if you don't
No,
want
you're
to.
totally
No.
fine.
There's
No,
already
I-
another reporter covering the...
Yeah, so you're good. So you're
I
just.
came in here earlier, and someone was like, no, nobody's doing that.
No, you're.
Who said that?
Did
What they look like?
Did-
Oh, Kristen?
Mm,
No,
Wait.
I think someone. No, I'm almost positive someone else.
Oh,
is.
yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
even do anything. It was
what's
awkward.
her name? It's the one that I was asking you what her name was Tuesday.
Steph.
Jamie.
Steph,
Huh?
Jamie.
Jamie.
Anyway.
Well, no, I don't have a story. That was gonna be it.
You two can go louder.
And
Hey,
you can
Gabriel.
literally do anything.
Guess what?
Hi.
Babe? We're getting real pizza.
Yeah, Jerry. What
Not
up?
actually-
What up, Playboy X? How
Not
you
fucking
doing?
hot
Fucking weirdos.
garbage.
Can you pass
We're
me?
actually going to a pizzeria.
How many do you wait?
Your boy hooking us up. Oh, what's up with this?
Left straight.
We're gonna watch.
It's
porn on
donated to
that
the commuter, but
It's our
Lexi is
convenient
using it
board
to go to
and
Texas.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, are you donating for like ever or
Yes.
just
Yeah, forever.
forever?
No,
Forever, forever.
I just
Jerry,
say the
hear
most
that?
absurd
Forever,
thing
forever.
I possibly
Forever,
can
forever.
at any possible time.
Tablets
So anything I
forever.
say
Yay.
just be like,
Forever.
Cool.
Yeah, you're crooked.
I'm correct. Thank you.
Yes.
I know.
Yo, you dropped a tag. It's on the desk.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, but I ran into my best friend's crazy ex-boyfriend.
Nice attempt.
Now you did.
But that one.
Ah,
I fucking can't with you guys.
Looked.
Ah, dummy.
You looked. Is that straight?
I don't know. Chris?
To the right.
Over to the left.
To the left.
to the left, to the left.
Take it back now, y'all.
Cha-cha.
I fucking can't with any of you. Oh, speaking of Cha-Cha, y'all missed Chris tearing it up
God damn it! That's fucking 3
at the
days.
Spanish
I haven't
contest on
heard you
Tuesday.
guys.
Oh my
Shut
god.
Hey.
He was straight
Guys,
white boy in the whole thing,
are
but
we
like I was so proud of him.
Are we straight?
No.
What? No. Yeah,
We
we
are
are
good enough for the girls like
I
it.
think it'll be good enough.
I can't tell.
You say, "Are you straight?" And I said, "No." That's perfect timed.
It's crickets.
Oh,
That's
that's
fine.
All right, yo. We out then.
Okay, let me
We'll
just
see
finish
all
hanging
these
this.
If no one minds.
Can you do it? Can you reach it?
I think so.
Please be careful for the love of good God in Christ.
Hold on. Wait, let me get on that table. Excuse me. What?
Okay.
You're
Yo.
I got
Put
it.
your-
I got it.
No, put your foot farther back on the thing, cause
This thing's gonna fucking topple over.
It is great.
you
I like
make
that
me
picture.
nuts.
Yep.
Good.
They're
That's
all,
her
like,
job.
bound
I don't-
down
and I
there.
don't-
She does it to all of us.
All right, can you stop?
Good?
Get off the desk, please.
Yeah. I'm
Please
gonna put one
follow.
No,
down.
I'm not even saying to be a dick. I'm just saying like, thank
There
you.
you go.
Sorry. Not you're fine.
It looks good.
It's
Sweet.
hot in here. There's too many goddamn
hot in
people.
here.
It's about 8
It
for
is.
you fucking people. I'm out. It's because I'm
Pizzeria time?
What?
Yeah.
Pizzeria
why
time?
not?
Yay.
So, shit, I guess.
Hamilton time.
Who's staying? Everybody going?
I'll probably stay and do work.
I'll be back. We're gonna go get actual pizza.
Alright.
So you guys are free to stay, leave, do
I need
some
an
work.
actual story. That's why I came here.
Take an
I don't
actual
have a
story.
story.
Oh wait. I'm gonna go grab them then.
What's your name, by the way? I'm Stephanie.
Claudia.
Hi, Claudia. It's
Claudia.
nice to meet you.
It is really hot in here.
It is.
I was gonna do this story and I went up there and I was like, okay, and then I came back down and like somebody's already covering it up there. I was like,
I don't-
okay, glad I didn't
Did they
stay.
even put mine up there yet?
What are you
I don't see
doing?
mine. I'm just doing the Mexican earthquake. Cause it was hurricane galore, so
Yeah.
poor
I
Mexico,
don't
like,
want to do a hurricane story or any of that
Yeah.
boring shit.
that was just like the first thing I thought of.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
when
it has to be. Someone has to do it.
Yeah. It's just like, it's lost, it's like all these hurricanes and like there's this massive earthquake, and even when you talk to people about it, there's an earthquake in Mexico. Yeah.
I know. I honestly didn't know. Like I
So-
was like everyone on Instagram was like pray for Mexico. I was like, what happened? I haven't watched the news. I'm addicted to the news.
I know.
haven't
Like,
watched
what
the
happened to
news.
Mexico? Like, what?
Yeah, so a few of the things on the border up for grabs as far as stories go. Spartan Run is available
So
as a
this
story.
one, DACA sit-ins not. Someone's already covering that.
Yeah.
If someone's already covering it, then yeah. Let's see. who's being held.
What's Guided Pathways, Dr. Dean? Why the F are these kids not graduating?
Probably NAC's poor graduation rates. They're always looking for ways to increase
Do we have
graduation
poor
rates.
graduation rates?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, most community colleges do, so it's not out of
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, it's not really like
Have you
crazy
ever
for
been in that
NAC.
Tri-C?
Yeah.
I took
It's-
a semester there.
It's a little bit.
That place is a dump hole.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything too terrible, but
No, I went there for a semester. It's nothing like NAC at all.
yeah. So I mean, like a lot of community colleges have poor graduation rates.
Yeah.
I think NAC is better compared to some of the other ones, but it's still like pretty poor. So I know they're trying to implement a few programs. I think Guided Pathways is one of them, but I'm not sure if it's working too well. But then again, like I don't think any of their little like gimmicks are gonna work to graduate students. Like I know they do like completion week events, like they try to encourage students to graduate, but now it's like.
But
it's-
don't people transfer? So doesn't that affect your graduation rate?
Yeah.
It can, but when they look at people who don't transfer, I think they're including people who don't transfer and don't complete their 2-year degree. That's what they're doing. Is
When
not
is the
completing.
deadline? The 29th.
The
I believe
29th,
So, yes.
but we're doing a production meeting that
Production
night
meeting,
too.
29th.
Yeah.
At that late? That's weird. Yeah. Not mandatory. With Chris Cole, if you'll talk about your pieces, feedback, any question. So it's more about like writing and not actual
Yeah,
production.
just to see the process.
I was gonna say like I do all the producing, so I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, they already talked about you. They already said when he works, he needs like quiet,
Yeah.
so like no one can
You
bother
put the whole
him.
thing together.
Yeah, he does like
Stuff.
the
I'm not gonna say it's like the actual work, but it's definitely the most stressful work.
yeah.
Because it's like, since it's college students, you never get things like on time. So not only do I have to do like an entire, like basically like an entire like Magnus Opus project, but I have to do it within like 48 hours on top of like work.
I know
classes,
that's what I had a hard
homework.
time with was like
Mhm.
getting all my, because I'm in a Spanish class this semester. It's so overwhelming.
Yeah, it's
I've
a lot.
never taken a language, but holy shit, have you taken a language here?
Not here. I did like 5 years of Spanish in high school.
No.
Most that's out
It's
over
you
now.
have
Yeah.
to have 15 tutoring sessions.
It's crazy.
And that's on top of class time.
On
Right?
top, you have to have those hours to pass the class. Plus
crazy.
the online homework, which is like nonstop. And then I had to get this paper in, the last one, which I got in late, and I was like, I'm sorry, like, this Spanish class is taking over my entire life.
It owns your soul.
And I'm kind of glad. I was thinking about doing Spanish again, but then it was like, do I really
I
need
have
for that?
to graduate.
And if it's part of your degree.
It's
then
part
it
of my
sucks.
degree, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's my last year, so, and then my professor's always like, oh, if you're gonna drop this class, da, da, da. I said, I am not dropping.
No.
You better bump me.
Like,
I ain't going
You better
nowhere.
give me at least a B, because I know C's sometimes don't transfer well.
She's always saying that. I'm like, I'm not dropping this class. I will stay here until I die. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, even my planner, like last semester, it was like empty. This semester, it's like color coded, sticky notes, articles due for like every class. It's
What's
crazy.
your major?
Journalism. So it's like articles everywhere.
I think that's one of the problems with graduation rates. I think if they laxed on some of the requirements, or at least made things more like flexible, I think they'd have a lot better graduation rates. Instead of like the bullshit assignments they make you do. Like for my thing, there's like literally like maybe only a third of the classes are actually useful. The other 2/3 are just like bullshit arts and crafts. And I'm communication design, so it's like,
That's cool though.
it's okay. But yeah, it's mostly just like bullshit arts and crafts half the time. And it's like
I think for this though, it'd be easier if we had more people helping.
for
For you, like if we had another you.
it's hard to
Well,
find.
you're leaving, aren't you?
I'm trying to find my replacement, and I
Yeah,
would stay to still do the production aspect and not so much the graphic design. Because doing both production and graphic design, it's like
Right.
Yeah.
It's too much.
it's not like too much if I had like the time frame, but just the way the paper runs, like with students having to turn in work and then turn in typically late, which is you always have to expect.
Yeah.
It's like it's not the workload; it's the amount of time you're given for the amount
Yeah.
of work,
Right.
which sucks.
Well, Cole and Chris at the production meeting is pretty much everything up until you. So,
Yeah.
just to show us newbies how it's done.
And it's hard to find someone who can like. It's easy to like find writers because a lot more writing courses, but to find like actual like graphic designers
Graphic
Yeah.
who
design.
can like
Yeah.
do producing work, it's a lot. I would estimate less than 0.5% of NEC students
Yeah.
who would be eligible to be candidates. And on top of that, usually all the eligible candidates, you multiply that by like 1% who would actually take the job. You're looking at like a 0.03% of students who might take the job. So it's
Yeah.
like maybe what
That sucks.
50 if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Maybe like 20 on average students who would take the entire job.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. There's no
It's-
way that I'd be jumping on that.
Hard enough to do it and then to do it by a deadline.
Because it's also like I don't want to leave the commuter hanging, but I also don't want to like lead someone in like who's not expecting to work. Like I don't want to be like, yeah, it's great. Like you're gonna have a great time. Like no,
No,
I would
you're gonna
like,
be
you
pulling
need
your
to-
hair out.
You need to be prepared for the stress.
Yeah.
And I feel it's gonna keep people some way, but I don't want to like lie to people and say like, look, this is like kind of a stressful position, but it is worth it if you want to be a graphic designer. I would say
Yeah.
that. It's a great resume piece. You have a portfolio.
Where do you
pieces.
want to go after?
Somewhere in Philadelphia, New York. And if I don't get a good transfer scholarship, then probably just a 2-year degree program would get me a few internships. I could try to parlay that into a job, like one of the graphic design companies around here.
Yeah.
So,
Good plan.
Yeah, you're planned out.
yeah. I got myself together. It's just trying to execute the whole plan is the problem.
What does it say?
But that, even like the stories that aren't up there, if you feel like writing about something that you're really passionate about, I always say that's the best
I don't
as
have
far as writing.
anything. I've literally been like, and I want to do something involving like the school.
Not like world news or anything like that. Yeah.
It's just hard because I wrote my last story and it's like hard to like research all of it and to find like good like I want to like interview an actual person like.
It is hard to with community college like areas.
And I tried for my last paper I did, like I emailed my professor like a whole bunch of questions, whenever she never answered me. My political, because
Your professor did that?
Yeah.
I can see like maybe like one of
My
the staff
own-
members or other students.
My own professor, I told her, I was like, oh, like I'm gonna send you these questions. She's like, okay, I'll get done. She never responded. My own professor, she doesn't like me. My American National Government
See,
professor.
I feel like half of my teachers hate me. So I'm a very like hard student to work with.
She like hates the media.
Does she? And she teaches it?
Really?
She's just doing it for a job, pretty much.
She's American National Government, so she teaches more like the Constitution,
Mm-hmm.
and she like hates the media. And I told her that like I want to be a political journalist.
Yeah. That's hard. I
And
feel
ever
like,
since then, I get no respect.
I bet. I think the only way you can ever like say like whatever.
You're her
people say-
kryptonite.
Yeah.
You're like your ex dog.
And then when I asked her questions for the paper, I think she was like mad about it.
Yeah.
It was about our pale and like the constitutional.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I wouldn't
I don't know why
want to
she
be a writer or journalist in today's age. It's rough.
No.
But I mean, the only way you can like just kind of disarm people.
It's
I get that.
disrespect all day in all my classes.
Yeah. Like the only way you can disarm people
Yeah.
would be like saying like, hey, I know a lot of news organizations are very like deceitful, they exaggerate, but I actually do.
I
want
want
to
to be like the opposite of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I told her that, but she still don't like
She's
me. She don't like
integrity.
me. She just, and she's like a trumpeter. It's like
Uh,
she's like, oh, I don't want to be biased in the class, but like she's always
Oh,
biased
and this
nonstop.
this paper definitely has a bias against Trump. So if she does read the
Yes,
paper,
it
then she's
did,
clearly
it
going
did.
to be like, I don't want to talk to you.
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, always like, oh, I don't want to be biased. I don't want to be biased. I'm like, I've taken a lot of political science classes, and you're the most biased teacher I've ever dealt with in
Yeah.
my entire fucking life.
yeah.
It's always backing up Trump. It's like nonstop. She reminds me of. Do you know who Tommy Lahren is? Is that her
Oh God, her.
name? Yeah, that's her. That's right. Her clone. Yes, she's like blonde,
Yeah.
very like fit. She's kind of hot.
Yeah.
And, like she's.
So Tommy Lawrence 2.0, but in NAC. She probably
but
has.
older.
She probably has
Not a millennial.
the on the Rate My Professor like a hot chili pepper kind of thing.
Yeah.
Also has like great looks but terrible bias in the class
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
like freaks out on
Which
students.
is weird because my old political science professor like was like so good. He was not like I had political science 101 while the election was going on, and he was like not. I had no idea
Oh,
who
I
he
would
voted
hate.
for.
I would hate to be in that position. Like,
Yeah.
I
in
had
political
no
science class
idea.
during that time.
It was from September to January,
good God.
so during that election, and I had no idea. And then he was like, at the end of the semester, he's like, "Yeah, I voted for Trump," and we're all like, "What?"
I'll never understand.
I had no idea, but I liked him still because I was like, he didn't like
It's
have
always
a
not
bias
He didn't
towards
shove
my
it.
education.
Yeah,
that's
you know
true.
what I
push
mean?
it.
And it goes both ways. Like I lean more like center left, but even like the one professor that's Bruce, he's like total liberal, like crazy guy. But he's just like he just pushes his opinions on people. I'm like no.
Yeah.
I'll agree with some of your positions, but like keep it to yourself. Don't push it on people. It's like fucking annoying, especially if you're a teacher. That's like
It's hard. It's hard.
I just realized something now. Did you say for do this the 5K this Spartan?
that's up for
That's on
grabs.
30th though.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be 30. So I mean, if
So will that
it'd be a little
misprint
bit-
that would just go to the website then?
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
seems boring.
I mean, I know sometimes Student Senate doesn't like us. We could always go to Student Senate meetings and there's
This
always
is it, right? The annual sprint 5K.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Usually there's always a topic that Student Senate doesn't want to discuss, and that's usually the best stories.
Yeah.
Like the Arming Campus Police or the campus security thing. I'm trying to think what other stuff's going on campus that's like kind of
Police.
controversial.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like right now there's like not much. There was a lot going on like the last like 2 semesters because
Yeah.
of the campaign shit and political. I mean, it's only a matter of time. I mean, you could do like a whole Trump thing, but then there's no like reaction out on campus. What did the professors discuss
I
recently?
kind of have to do something political.
I know they were discussing the statue controversy. A bunch of professors were.
I
The
thought you
panel.
guys were doing that. I thought you guys were doing Charlottesville in the last one.
Yeah, I'm not, I don't do any of the writing. I like.
Like,
That
would've
was
been-
that was assigned to us from Hayes. The panel, the Confederate statues panel.
That would be so good if you made that a
We-
huge story. That'd be so good.
We had to do that in lieu of class. So
What in you taking Hayes' class? Are
news
you in,
writing.
what is it, journalism society or news writing?
This is news writing. I had journalism and society with them
Oh,
last
okay.
semester. So, yeah, we have our news beat, and then we have the deadlines that he throws at us,
Okay, so when you get to news writing, you just write articles.
pretty much.
Okay, cool. I say because I'm in journalism. I had to do a presentation. I rocked it.
Yeah, news writing. You're linked to the commuter. Like if you have a really good article that gets published, Hayes will probably push it to the commuter.
And it's always good. You always need more
Yeah.
content.
Yeah. But in news writing, you gotta pick a news beat for the semester. So
I do feel bad for some of those writers because I feel like most of the students in like the news writing classes, like they'll take the more juicy stories just to be able to write about something. People who are really passionate about can't like choose those stories then because other people are taking them for the paper, which does kind of suck. And I wish like more time could be devoted like that way, but I don't know, it's just the way it falls.
yeah, I wanted to do like arts and literature, but he told me I couldn't.
Why?
Because I submit to Laconic and Laconic is part of it. And he said it would be conflict of interest. He wanted to see me do something.
I don't know. I don't see that as a conflict of interest. 'Cause you're not like promoting anything.
Yeah.
You're just saying like, hey, this is the arts and news section of the paper, and I also do work for Laconic.
Yeah.
Because that's like that's when they do like political panels on like CNN or like Fox News or whatever. It's like yeah, they're like completely biased, but still they can still speak on the issues.
Yeah, so he wanted me to pick something else, and I was like, you pick for me. He was like, all right, you're going to have international affairs, so how about it? So my news beat is the study abroad program. So
That's not bad though. It is a,
No.
a
That's
good
a good
topic
one,
for the
yeah.
school, especially for the school. 'Cause a lot of
yeah,
teachers
I have
just
to
don't know
get
that
with
much.
Manny Gonzalez and talk to him, and then he'll set me up with students. I can talk to both the ones that have transferred here from other countries and vice versa.
Oh,
So.
that's cool.
Yeah,
I know people who do that. My best
Yeah.
friend went to Australia.
really?
Dope.
Oh, I have.
Except
I
But
for
it
the
have
kinda
spiders.
sucks, though.
Except for the spiders.
yeah.
That's the only thing I hate about Australia.
It sucks though because you like go and you like make friends and then you start like a completely new life and then you know you have to go back the next year.
Yeah, I feel it's like the whole
Yeah.
the new life is like oh, this is so much better. It's just like
Right.
you don't
Like,
have as much like
My best friend
baggage.
fell in love
Yeah.
uh,
and like And
That
then like
sucks.
she has to go back, and then she's like, I'll go back, but it's like so expensive. Like
Yeah.
you can't really live there. Like
Yeah.
Unless you have like really big like ties there.
Well, remind me of your friend later because I already have my first beat
she
story.
didn't go to NAC. To Penn State. She's in Penn State now for her master's, I think. But I think I know somebody else too. One of my other friends is going to London.
Yeah.
I don't think she goes to NAC though.
I can interview her for the next beat story. When it's
Yeah, I know
assigned.
someone going to London. That's gonna be dope.
I don't know about London nowadays though, because it's like been crazy the past few months.
They
Yeah,
fucking
the-
party.
It's true, but I feel
They
like
know
I
how
don't
to
know.
drink. My cousin lives in London, and I saw him. He came over here, and he like was just nonstop drinking. I was like, dude, like he can fucking drink.
I really have to.
They have a lot of bombs over there, so they need to drink.
They really need to drink. That's like
They-
the fun
They,
part.
they have,
Party.
they're under attack. I'd be drinking too.
What's that show? Skins.
Yeah.
love
I used
Yeah.
to love Skins. I can't remember the last time I watched it.
I only watched the first 2 seasons though.
Was the British version or the American version or both?
The British version.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of both. I definitely think the
No,
American
I
version
didn't. I didn't watch the
Yeah.
American version. I couldn't. My heart. It just what that whole
Yeah,
show
if
was
you
like
started the
so
British
much
version,
to me.
then
What
yeah.
I was like 14, and then I watched the show, and I
Yup.
was like, "What's going
I
on?
was
What
like
really
16,
happened?"
17. I was
Yeah.
like, this is everything.
I'm like, "This is what life's like."
Is this what life is gonna be like?
It's
in
definitely
college?
like a teen.
Yeah.
Like if you're a teenager, you should
Yeah.
watch this show and to survive. Like
I feel like if like I was watching now, I'd be like, oh, this is a little bit immature. But like back then, I was like, I'm all
so
about this.
good.
Yeah.
And young Dev Patel, like before Slumdog Millionaire, he's so cute.
Yeah.
I can't. I love that show. No, I lived in England for a while because I was my dad's in the Air Force. Was in the Air Force.
Oh.
So I lived there for like 3 or 4 years. And I
What
was
part?
little. Like right outside of London. I lived like outside of London.
Kind of like. Not
But
like
I didn't live on base.
I don't know if they have suburbs, but I guess it's more just like city and then like a small transition to countryside. That's what I'm imagining.
Yeah,
it
it's
to
not
be.
the country, but it's not like the city. It wasn't
Yeah.
like the
Mhm.
city. But
It's
my
more like
mom
hamlets and
didn't want to live
villages.
on base. Because
Okay.
usually when you go, you live on base and you live American.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
With
kind of
American
like shut in.
money. And, yeah. So my mom was like, I want to live like outside. You can choose to live.
Right.
So we lived
good at least.
outside.
Yeah.
It was weird though. I started school when I was like 3. And then I came back here and then they wanted me, I had to repeat like kindergarten. Because I,
feel
had
like-
to graduate normally.
Yeah.
I feel like if you were getting like schooling in England though, that's like that qualifies as like proper education, so they shouldn't be holding you back. I don't know.
I don't know. They like put us to where we should be.
No, I do feel bad for England because that's like one of the only major countries that have like, because like if you look at England and France, the only 2 reasons those 2 countries are the most targeted out of all the other Western countries is because each of those countries only have one major city. They're not as spread out as the other major Western powers are. So if you look at those 2 things, and they're our biggest allies, that's why like France and England are being targeted the most for attacks. Which is
Right.
crazy. That's why like Germany isn't as targeted as much because they have like multiple cities spread out a little bit more.
Right.
But like France and England are just have like there's like basically the city is the country.
Right.
So it's like you're attacking the city, you are attacking the whole country pretty much.
Right.
Which
Yeah, I never
sucks.
thought about it like that, I guess.
No, it's interesting when you look at geography and how it plays
Yeah.
into things,
Mhm.
especially with politics.
I don't think I could even visit Germany though. As much as I want to see like the world, I don't know. Anytime somebody talks to me in German, I feel like they're yelling at me.
Oh, it's great.
Like I would be so
I'm
paranoid. Like,
Gesundheit.
like everything.
It's like, I
Everything
love it.
sounds so
I love it.
hostile. It's like.
The only thing about Germany is like I feel like they don't have anybody who's like not white.
Yeah.
I feel like nowadays it's
Or
changing
do
because there's
they?
a lot more.
Or do they? I don't know.
happening.
I just feel like it would be weird to be like,
Like a black German.
No, I
or,
feel like
an
Germany is
Asian
a
German
little bit
or
more
some
diverse
mix.
than some of the other countries. In, like,
they
Europe.
are.
Yeah.
But it is still like predominantly like white Caucasian. But I know there's been a huge influx of immigrants to like Germany, France, and England, so that's kind of like changing. That's why the countries are
Well,
kind of pushing back.
isn't the what's her face the prime minister like?
Angela Merkel.
Yeah,
I think,
isn't she like
Yeah.
super liberal or like?
I believe she does lean a lot more left than what the
Yeah.
typical is. So. But I mean, there's been a lot of like rise in like a lot of people were fearing like with a lot of the Western powers in Europe were getting more like right wing like populist people like Trump and people in England especially had that problem. I think there's a lot of pushback against like a lot of the immigration refugees pouring over because of their involvement in the war.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a really weird time to be alive in the world. I think. Not gonna lie. I wouldn't want to go to England right now. It's like. As much as I would love to, I would go to the countryside, but not
No, I'd
London.
wanna-
I would not want to go to London.
My cousin
Yeah.
invited me. He's like, just come and you stay with me, and we can like go and take a train to another fucking country. I was
It's
like,
like, yeah, actually, that would be fun.
Dope.
That would
Yeah.
be fun.
You can literally take a train to like.
Do they have an
Everywhere.
underground
Like-
railway?
Yep. Yep.
Beneath the ocean or the sea, whatever it is, the strait.
I don't know.
Channel, I should say, the channel.
That'd be cool.
I don't
Yeah.
respond to this person. I don't know.
Okay, what's LARP?
Live action role playing.
Oh, okay, don't.
Yeah.
Should I do that?
I mean,
Who's
can.
LARPing?
I don't know who's LARPing. I'm sure there's a few.
Is there
nerdy
a
kids.
club? Is there a LARP club?
I'm sure
At
there's
NAC?
there's
I
a lot
don't
of
know.
nerdy kids on campus. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was a LARPing thing going on.
Yeah.
What's
Um,
NK?
NK. No idea. Irma, hurricane weather, and it's already being done.
Guided pathway. Oh, that's what we talked about. Flag raising. Equifax. What's that?
The
The,
Equifax
the
scandal.
credit.
That's not like a campus thing. It's more of like a world news.
Is that the
type thing.
MasterCard thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That affected my boyfriend's
That-
job.
Yeah, that's
Really?
a credit report thing that they're doing.
He does
Yep.
like Harvard Touch systems, like their POS systems and stuff like that, and this somehow affected their systems running.
Yeah.
Like
That's
their
crazy.
credit card.
It affected a
systems.
lot.
Yeah, but they said they got it fixed the next day. But
Yeah.
people were he's tech support, like he answers the phones and like helps people.
That
so
sucks.
people,
That
yeah,
sucks.
yeah,
Good God, I feel
Yeah.
so bad for him right now.
yeah. He wants to
If
leave.
it was just like Equifax's fault, I'd be like, fuck everybody.
Well, he
fuck
didn't know that because
everything.
they were like my systems aren't working, and he's like, like I don't know. So
Yeah.
somehow this
Yeah.
trickled down to something else.
The only thing you have to do is look at my credit report, because I think the only people that think that people should do is if they're adults, is take a like screenshot or like get like your documented dates of your
Mhm.
current credit score, and just keep track of your accounts, make sure nothing's fishy happening. Because once it takes a huge dip, you can say like, look, this is my credit for this long period of time. If it's being
Right.
like this much of a change in a short period, that is proof that my identity's being hacked or like being
Right.
taken over.
My credit
Right.
sucks. They could take it.
It's like, take my identity, it's cool.
Take my
Maybe
student
you'll
loans.
improve it.
Yeah,
Maybe
like
you'll
here
improve
you
it.
go.
Here you go, bro. I hate that. Like my credit card was like they had to change my credit card because they said somebody like got all my information and stuff like that. I was like,
I-
go for it. Like,
Yeah.
like, why don't you steal someone's identity and actually stop being money? Like,
Yeah.
ridiculous. Or not student loan debts, which I have so much on I never plan on paying. Okay, so I've gotten nowhere.
So we're in 5K. What else is going on campus? So I don't think there's any other political like things like as far as like conferences or like discussions between professors. What else is happening? Because I haven't been to any student senate meetings in a while, so I'm not sure what they're
Are
doing.
you part of it?
No, I went to a few meetings just to like see like what it was about. I mean, it's kind of interesting, but
I'm getting like emails about like vote for
vote for this person and
something. Is
I don't know,
that
look at all our
should I do
candidates.
something like that?
I mean, actually, you could do a story on like potential. Actually, that might be a good story for you. Seeing like who are the potential candidates for student senate.
When is
know.
that happening?
I know the email just got sent out to do the voting system for it. I'm sure the information might be on there somewhere. Give me 1 second.
I'll do that. Yeah.
'Cause actually, that actually would be a
But there's
big
a
thing.
girl already that's like comes here sometimes that she's running for student senate.
Oh, Anissa, I think.
Yeah.
That might be Anissa.
But I don't know if she's doing all that.
And I don't really think she does like writing pieces for it. She'll just do like I think she's doing a Dear Annie kind of thing. Let's see, take a picture of this.
If you want to do the panel that they had, the Confederate statues, I have it recorded on my phone. It's like an hour long though.
I know, I feel like it's a really big story that I don't want to do. Because I'm already
Just trying to give you an idea.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do something small.
Okay.
Student life, student senate, and student governance. So basically, there are general members being elected for the fall. We recently did this. Let me take me to the ballot box. What did they say?
But I need to find like where do they meet?
Student senate. I forget what the. I think they do every like Tuesdays and Thursdays typically if they can. Usually around like 11 o'clock. But I forget what room they're in. I already taken a survey and they're not giving me any more information.
Does the commuter ever do anything
I'll
like
look online.
like a professor of the month kind of thing and like interview?
I mean, they could.
That'd be cute.
That would be kind of cute.
What do you think? Like do a profile every month on a professor?
Who's my favorite professor?
I mean, there's enough professors that.
There's a few good ones here that I do like.
Mm-hmm.
Student senate election. Let's see what this says.
Don't do it when you're hungry.
I wanna go. I am hungry.
don't go shopping when
I
you're
don't
hungry.
wanna go. I hate food shopping. I think I hate food shopping almost as much as I hate doing the dishes.
I hate shopping, period. I
hate
do
doing
everything
dishes, that's
online.
least favorite part.
Yeah. I hate shopping, period.
Oh no, I like shopping.
I actually do kind of like food shopping though. It's always like I can
Do you pay for your own groceries?
no.
That's why.
I mean, I do. If I make my own meals, like for meal prepping, that goes outside like my family's dishes, which I typically do. I pay for like half my meals. It's not as bad. I just mostly just get rice, bananas, oatmeal, chicken.
It's just a lot of
vegetables.
work.
It
It's
is.
just
Meal prep though. Meal prep is so good. And if you know what your recipes, it's cheaper. It's delicious. Like there's a
Do you-
good recipe
Oh.
for.
What is meal
spicy.
prep? What does that mean?
So usually on the weekends, most people will do like if they're trying to eat healthier or lose weight or like just prepare the meals so they don't have to buy lunch all the time.
Oh, and like
They'll
plan
prep
out
a meal
your
for
meal.
5 days, like lunches specifically or dinners or both.
right.
So you
Like
could
they'll
do,
make
like,
5 days of salads with
Yeah, you
chicken.
could do some like rice, chicken, vegetables, like a burrito bowl. Burrito bowls are so good. They're like
Yeah.
they're like healthy. So I do burrito bowls, and then there's drunken noodles, very Asian, like spicy, like
Yeah, I've had
toss in
drunken
some Asian
noodles.
vegetables. So that's like dinner, and then the rice and chicken are for lunch.
Yeah, you do it on the weekend. You just grab a container and out the door you go.
You just do a protein drink quick in the morning.
That
That's
sounds
easy.
like it works for a man.
Yeah. Hey!
Yeah.
They went for pizza.
Okay.
They'll be back.
Oh, they'll be back?
Of course, on the website, they are doing applications for like last year's thing and not this year's thing. So
Did
you'll
Cole
get
show
any
up?
current information back.
Huh?
Did Cole show up?
Oh yeah,
The
he was
website-
here.
the website's
Is he
not
coming
up to
back?
date.
Yeah.
it's not today.
Yeah, they all went
I
together.
do know they're
Chris
doing
Cole
the
and
election
Alexis.
counting this week, so they probably will find out in the next week or two.
Who won?
And Chris?
Probably who won.
Yep. Yep.
I'm not sure. You could
The
always
three
go
of
up
them.
to Student Life, ask
Alright,
Ms.
Chris
Phyllis
Cole and
or
Alexis.
specifically Miranda Baker. If you find Miranda Baker in Student Life, you can ask her like, hey, when is students in elections being like run or counted?
Where is that at? Student Life.
Second floor, by
Right
the
above us.
cafeteria, yeah, in that little lounge area.
Yeah, just take the stairs and exit the fourth floor and then to your right.
Yeah, because the study abroad is on your side. So student
So
life
why
is
ask
on
her?
one and
What am I
study
doing?
abroad.
I mean, if you want to do this, basically to find out when the elections are being like counted and everything. Second floor, little cafeteria, like lounge area. If you just ask for someone for Student Life, they'll kind of direct you to Miranda Baker's like area. Just ask anyone in the area to speak to Miranda Baker for like 5 seconds. Like, hey, can you just tell me when the student elections are being counted or when we'll find out the results?
Got it.
Cool.
But I
That'll
want
give
that
you-
to happen before this comes out.
It depends on how you want to write the story. If you want the results beforehand, then you can like review the results, or if the results haven't come out yet.
I want
you
the
can-
results to result the winner.
There probably will be. You probably will have time for that, which
I
should
will.
work out, yeah. I'm assuming they will be announcing it within the next week.
Okay.
Like next week, so that will give you a good like maybe like 5 to 7 days to write it then.
Alright.
So what
That's
story
my
are you doing?
story. Who's gonna win the
Election. Student
Yeah.
election.
what do they do? What are they? The president
So right now they're doing the elections for the general members. I think there's going to be 10 spots that
of
are doing.
the student senate?
Yeah, general members for student senate.
What do they decide? They decide like what goes on, like what happens.
Yeah,
for
basically
their
just
job?
vote. I mean,
Could you have said that with more attitude?
I mean, like, no, not attitude.
I'm also very serious. No, it's a solid question because most people are
What
just
do they
like,
do?
yeah, what do they actually do?
Yeah.
Most student senates are kind of like glorified party planners or event planners, but also they do make some decisions as far as like campus security. They'll like make like some partial decisions on like campus security, things like that. Oh, I mean, I am kind of being like a little bit serious. Like, I know student senate is more like an
Glorified
event
party
planners.
planners.
I mean, typically for most colleges,
They
yeah.
plan events.
It's a nice way to
They
call
plan
them an
events.
alcoholic.
They do occasionally projects. They'll do. They'll take on some issues
That's a
occasionally.
good story.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of the issues in the past they've done campus security with arming. They've done ban the bottle, which is why those there's like water fountains installed everywhere. That was a big thing back in the day. So I'm not
That's
sure if
really
they can do
good.
that. Yeah, just stuff like that though. We'll occasionally do. They can't do that every term.
They're not the ones doing that. Oh, our security guard should have guns.
Yeah, it's them. I don't know if they're for it or against it, but
Fucking Jesus
I
Christ.
don't know.
When I saw that, I was like, go fuck yourself. Like, I'm sorry. I know everybody has their opinion on it, but
And my opinion's the right one, so everyone should agree
if
with
police
me.
officers can barely use their guns, I don't want no motherfucking
Yeah, I don't want.
NAC security
I don't want
guard.
to segue riding people in the library carrying pistols around the campus.
Like, come on.
Yeah, there's not
Come
many
on.
officers here that I would trust with like our security people here. I would trust with like having a gun, right? Like maybe
I
it was like
just-
one trained person on campus.
No.
Maybe.
No, so
Maybe.
unnecessary. Get
Yeah.
them a taser or something. Come on. Or pepper spray.
Like, Dog the Bounty Hunter had to use like zip ties and
Yeah, zip ties and pepper spray.
yeah,
Like,
pepper
maybe-
spray.
maybe
Because he was a
taser.
felon.
Yeah.
He couldn't own a gun.
I know.
I can't. I'm sorry. Oh, people are so stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, I will tell Chris and Cole the story idea, and if they need to, they'll just message you probably. They have your email, right?
I'll go up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go up now and like ask around or something. I just
Yeah.
don't want to run into that person.
Which person?
I went upstairs. I ran into my best friend's crazy ex-boyfriend
Oh.
that I've never met, and he came up to me. He's like, "Claudia, you look great." I was like, "I have no idea who you are."
Bye.
He's like,
slide
he's like,
away.
Kevin. I was like, Kevin? He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh. I'm like, I only know you by your nickname. And he's like, what's that? I was like, Crazy Kevin.
Oh, wait, you guys never met? How does he know
I
what you
ne-
look like? Does he stalk you?
I
That's creepy.
I've
God.
never met this man in my entire life. And my friend used to talk about me like, yeah, Crazy Kevin, and that was his nickname. I've never met him. He came up to me.
I can see that he's earned that nickname.
He says he's not crazy. He says
Hey.
hey.
They went to get the pizza.
Yeah.
We're waiting on food.
Either going to some pizza parlor or something like that. I don't know.
You're not allowed to touch this again. I was just saying your math last time.
What?
I was trying to take
Matt?
photos,
Matt.
and it was
Mine
in
is
manual.
not
I don't know which
What?
one of you did it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's the easiest thing to change.
Whose
Oh,
purse is this?
sorry.
It has to be an auto.
It's,
for, like,
Chris's.
his class, so.
Oh, so
It's his
Handbag.
satchel.
It has
And
to
This is
be.
a purse. I don't know what you're
Satchel.
talking
Oh, Mario
Whatever.
Kart class? Yeah, because like
Whatever you call it.
I don't know what it was. I was trying to like focus. That was actually the last time I saw Nathan, and I was like trying to focus the fucking screen. I was like,
A
I don't
professor
understand what's
is
happening.
telling the students you must remain in auto.
Mario doesn't know how to fucking do anything.
I'm taking issue with that. Like, if I was in that class, I'd be like, no, fuck you, I'm going manual mode all the
Yeah.
way.
No, he hates that. He's like, he genuinely says, go aperture shutter, you don't
like
need to
that's not
learn
what you're
manual.
doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
But yeah, like telling your students,
How's
like,
the
no, you
citizen?
can't learn this.
photography.
How are they ever gonna learn?
Get
Yeah.
anything done.
Oh,
He's like, you
okay.
can do it, but I don't recommend it. You don't need
Was
to.
there
I'm
like
like,
somebody's already on it? Yeah, there was.
Like,
And
you know,
I went
that's why I'm
back.
enjoying
That's
Small's
something
classes so
weird.
fucking
Yeah,
bad.
small is
It's
not
something
bad.
somebody
It
else had.
like
Yeah.
So
encourages
I'm
you
gonna
to
do
like
this
learn
student
at
Yeah.
aperture shutters, be nice.
That would be
relation.
I
fantastic.
took all
Actually,
these
there
fucking
are
classes. He
things I
doesn't
can let
teach you
know.
anything.
He-
That I would
I'm
hate
gonna
that.
go
I would
up
hate
He
that.
does, and like the classes aren't even
Susan?
about like
Yeah,
the content
Miranda?
of the photos.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
the
gonna go
story
right now.
he put.
But
Like,
yeah.
oh,
it
you have to do
doesn't- if
this
you wanna
theme or
know,
this
I
theme.
Fine
actually
art
would like to
aspect
sit
of it.
in
No,
on one of
not a
them.
fine
So
art.
just-
Like
okay.
literally,
If you get a
like
couple
oh,
in
you
a
have to
row,
cover an
'cause I don't
event.
know if I'll be
You have to
able
cover
maybe
this.
them in three clothes,
So it's not like
but
you don't need
I
good
will.
photos.
Bye, guys.
You just
Bye.
Bye,
Nice
Claudia.
meeting you.
Good luck.
you just need photos. That's all he cares about.
Here's how it is.
He basically grades on completion.
Dude, I literally like made. And he's so nice though, cause like he came up to me and he goes. Like that, we were like moving.
Okay, that's kind of awkward.
And I was
That's like I could feel the awkwardness right now. It's like
Well, I was like this. I was like.
your hands like right on the shoulder.
And it was like nothing against him. I was just like that way with like everybody that day. I was just kind of like.
What's your professor?
Personal
name?
space.
He does multimedia production, so he.
Yeah, right.
It's like basically
That's
a
like
photography
super
class,
off.
but
Like
you
you
can't
say,
say
like,
because
it
the art
must
department
be
has
all,
photography.
Yeah.
Technically, like the name, so
See, I just want to see it one more time.
don't
I'm not
change anything.
I mean, if
I'll
I
kill
do anything,
you.
I'll change it back. I swear.
No, you won't. 'Cause like I said, I was like, oh, he's still talking to someone. But like, I was like
Only-
sitting there because like Nathan, first of all, comes over to me and just like tackles me. I'm like, there's a $2,000 camera in my hands. Please don't use it. And so I was like taking like pictures
I've always wanted to
around.
use an iPhone 750.
I'm $1,000 away to getting a 5D Mark IV.
Good
Nice.
God, my friend.
Right?
I want one. But then again, like I'm like suspicious on the actual image quality and low light, and I.
That would have made a
Well,
cute
it's a full,
picture.
full frame.
It's full frame.
That was
So, I mean,
adorable.
compared to some other full frames, it's
I'll just like
way
for
more
my project,
expensive. It's
like
the
Jared to
Apples
do and just
of
like do
cameras
pictures
right
of
now.
me.
It's fucking beautiful. And, like,
It is beautiful.
it has the best video and like for that's in my opinion that exact camera is the best camera.
That's
I mean,
a lot
I think
of
the
camera.
Nikon. I think, no, it depends on what you're doing it for. I guess if you're
That-
doing the 810,
That's
it might be
for
overkill.
photography.
Would you mind if I just like?
That's
No,
full frame.
no.
Has
Oh,
great
you're good, like,
fucking,
right there, I'm
color depth.
So it depends on the specific use and like the jobs that you want it for. Like for us, an overall camera, like the D750 is like one of the best overall cameras you could use. It's very flexible and not like overkill. The D810 does get kind of overkill for certain things depending on the project.
Mm.
So that's why like wedding photographers like are saying the D810 is just like it's too heavy for a file size and it's like I can't edit my photos fast enough. So they obviously said like they want a little bit of a lower file size or like a little bit more of a difference in file sizes so they can like work quicker.
I think that's 30 megabytes of
I
file.
mean, this is definitely like one of the. This is like top 5 cameras I've always wanted to use for sure. It's like I want Nikon.
You're just like in your glory right now.
It's just like
Toys
except
with
the only thing I know about Nikon is not
toys with their
ergonomics.
toys.
So I do think Canon is like the Apple of like cameras because they do have good ergonomics, they good operating system. They're not the best in low light or certain things.
They're not
but
the best in
They're good
anything.
overall.
But their autofocus
the
is
autofocus right now is really good.
They're hands down the best.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna go Canon or switch to Sony. I kind of want to stick with Canon though.
But then again, like Sony, as well.
I like Nikon better than Canon, honestly. From like, I mean, not for a photographer, but like for somebody just using like auto
And everyday,
regularly.
yeah.
But like, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I like.
It-
I have a Nikon, but it's like
Nikon, I
not
feel
nearly
like-
as fancy as that.
For photography, I feel like Nikon.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Best, to be honest,
I just gotta write something down really fast.
for any photography, I think it's the best. The
Just
lenses
move
are a
my
little
phone
cheaper.
over there.
Oh, yeah, no,
You get the
no,
same
no.
quality. Like you can't do
And
the
that's
same
just
thing for
charging, so
video.
that's like, alright.
Oh, yeah.
But
Thank you, though.
for photography, it's not that bad of a camera, any of a brand. But like, it's still, I think it's trailing behind Sony.
Yeah, I think there's depending on what you want out of the camera. I think most cameras are like so similar that like now the image quality is like kind of getting like blurred. And like even if you go Canon like the Mark D4 or like the Nikon D810, they're doing a new Nikon. I forgot what they were doing now.
I just saw-
D850.
Yeah, I just got a review on it.
And I was looking at that, I was like, good God, I'm getting shaking right now. But then I think now what most people are looking for
That's
is
what I'm
like,
asking for Santa.
is it a
First time I ever brought it in, they were
professional
gonna watch them
camera
nerd out for like
the
30
only thing
minutes. It's the
about
cutest
Sony
thing
is
I've ever
it's
seen.
like fucking shit.
Yeah.
So if you're on the job, you're fumbling around with
Oh my god,
menus,
you guys are
that
precious
could
because
lose
they're
a client.
such
I know.
nerds.
Sucks. And
I
that's like
know.
the biggest complaint against
You're so
Sony right now. Is
excited
their
right
pickup.
now. Oh, yeah.
Canon is like the Apple. Their
They're
ergonomics are
comparing
like
penis.
beyond everything.
I know. That's exactly what it
I
is.
feel like as soon as you learn a Sony
They're
camera, it's good.
bonding on top of
It
it.
can be like my old friend Ben, he's been using it for a year now. Even he still says like, yeah, compared to Nikon, like even Nikon, but Canon specifically, like the ergonomics are just like shit, and it's not as weather
It's gonna
sealed.
take
It's
forever
not
to load.
as like dependable in a professional setting. Sony sometimes like break down in the middle of the job, or they'll start like having malfunctions and problems. They won't get the focus right all the time.
They're
There are
fucking
some
off
things.
because their focus is fucking shit.
I mean, like if you're like not on a shoot for a client and you're just on your own project, you can spend as much time as you want on a shoot.
See,
Sony's great, but in the heat of the moment, like you need a dependable Canon.
There's Sony.
I feel like
They're-
Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds where I'm like, nerds!
I started like breaking down.
I love you guys.
Oh, that price range for a Sony though, I think their Sony A7 Mark II is like the same price as that, but it doesn't shoot full RAW. It shoots slightly compressed RAW,
That's weird.
right? I'm like, what the fuck? Just give me full RAW.
That's like iPhone iOS 11. Now it's not shooting JPEG anymore. It's shooting some weird.
He completely lost me on that one.
File format, which is like.
I
dumb as
haven't lost.
fuck.
I was gonna
JPEG.
say. I've heard it so many times. I'm like, I just don't even know what the fuck they're talking about.
I'll just put it on a hard drive.
Just believe.
Just occasionally agree
I'm a
and
fucking smart
Yeah,
user.
no, that's
Yep,
usually
I
what
get
it
it.
is.
Though, now I gotta go through the
That,
entire
like,
process of
as editor
converting
the
all my
entire time, I
iPhone
was just like,
into JPEGs if I ever want to.
Okay, let's like make
I-
some
I got
plans to
this
do shit.
phone
You guys can
strictly
nerd out
because
for like
it shoots in RAW.
10 minutes.
You know,
That's always good.
not like full RAW, but like,
Well, yeah.
it shoots.
You can do a lot more color correction and like editing.
Yeah, so I'll take a photo.
Damn.
Then if I want to edit something quickly and
That's a big
fucking.
lens. For real. The lens.
Oh, this is a big. This is like a good. This is like a really solid lens, not like a big lens. Though.
Low angle.
So I would hate if I was restricted to auto mode. Like fuck that shit. This is like.
I'm learning. Let me live my life.
I'm not saying
Then
that.
learn.
I'm saying about the professor, not you. Nothing about you. I'm saying the professor. 'Cause
Yeah.
if a professor is saying you should not learn manual, I'm sorry. I don't.
Well,
think
it's
you
meant
should be a
for-
professor.
Actually, it's like he said, because I was one of the like only people in there that were like a journalism major. He said it's actually meant for journalism. That's a required class for journalism. I don't know if it's anymore, because I'm grandfathered in. So,
Nice.
cause I've been here
Yeah,
for
I feel like
fucking
I
ever.
was-
That's what I used all last year because I just had a
I
class.
just want to like. I just want to.
I made sure I had a class every year that let me use that camera.
That's so satisfying. That shutter is
Leave
satisfying.
Jerry alone with
Fuck.
the camera.
I know he's just gonna like
I think they
masturbate
need a
on it.
minute.
I'm pretty sure.
Wait,
How do you do bokeh, you guys?
Uh,
oh, that
uh,
creamy, stupid art
Make
trend.
f-stop low and zoom.
That's
in.
one of my shots. No.
I want that creamy bokeh.
I do like bokeh. I think it's like actually kind of like cool as shit, honestly. But I'm like a fucking Tumblr nerd, so.
Then again, if you want like a decent looking portrait, go for the Buddha.
Yeah, that's exactly like that's why I want to do a couple portraits. I'm gonna do one of Lexi later, and then my friend Hella.
If you're gonna do bokeh, you should have got the prime lens.
I can only use one lens,
You should have got the prime lens.
Well, clearly you only have one.
Oh, yeah, that's a good all-around. That's a good all-around. So I can't
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean to you. It's been a weird day.
Or if you go to overkill, you can get like a Saudi to 200, 2.8 lens that you like.
I feel like you can
Those
see
are all
somebody's pores with that camera.
Yeah.
I have some that I'll have you like look at eventually because it's not due till Tuesday. But if you guys want to look at them, I did some last time I saw Nathan. So
What was
some of my photography projects
Ah.
where I couldn't figure out how to change it back to the setting, but I had them saved forever, so that's okay. Cause like, dude, he was gonna do the fucking voiceover in my voice and like or like for the thing and like you guys know him. He had like the perfect reading voice ever. Could have been like deep, creamy, beautiful.
Yeah.
Crafty, you know, little tiny.
Oh, man.
I think a girl
Blonde man.
invited me to her photography class, so I should have worked for her. Genuine.
Me? Oh.
But
I just want to help.
no. I'm like, fuck that. And I did do it because I like doing
I
it.
feel like they shouldn't go to an outside pizza place anymore if it's gonna take the entire time to.
Right? Or at least get it pre-done. I feel like you can call ahead of time and be like,
Called it. He did.
I mean,
So,
depending
I
on
don't-
where it is, it's gonna be at least like a 45-minute, like at least 45.
my class is going to start by the time this pizza's back.
Yeah,
I
so
know.
it's like.
And it's gonna be fucking already a little warm. I mean, a little cold.
Well, Cole said something about it didn't open till 11, so at 11 you called, and then they left.
Like me. Like, hey Chris, sorry for the response.
Reading's for fools. I don't. You should never read. Oh.
So my thing is like finding my replacement. I don't know if I want to train someone from the ground up who has no experience within design whatsoever.
I don't know if that's a good decision.
Which is like, I know this one kid is like kind of expressing interest, but he has no experience within design, which is like, even if you just like,
Is that
class.
Aspen's friend?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like fuck. If you had just like
We're gonna frame this photo.
2 classes, go for it. Photoshop something in there. Perfect.
Yeah, go
Facebook
for it.
profile pic.
They want to personalize the office,
That shit,
so.
if you ever want like what the quintessential layout editor experience is, show them that photo. This is what your life is like for the best like next
Yeah.
year.
I would love to do the layout editor if I knew how to do any of that.
It's just like it's just finding
If you're training someone from the ground up, I'd be down to do it.
Sucks.
But like that means you're training me from the ground up.
But then I need someone who is one who's stay here for at least 2 semesters.
I'll be
preferably
here.
3.
Oh, okay.
And then would also be extremely dependable and also be good under pressure and could do a lot of work in 2-3 days. Pretty much 48 hours. And not have like an outside job or outside responsibilities.
Oh, so you're not describing me at all.
Yeah, it's really hard to find people. I'm actually surprised that this paper was able to go on so long without like a break in production, because it's like the amount of like technical skills you need to produce a paper is actually pretty insane. And this is like before Adobe's day too, which is like crazy.
I really hate autofocus because whenever you want to get a shot, it's like, nah, I'm autofocusing. Shut up.
1990. I wonder what they did back then for this kind of shit. Did they use like?
Oh my god.
Because I know Microsoft Word probably wasn't that crazy around 1992. Like, what the fuck did they use? This was the old Northampton Community College paper of 1992.
What is like a 110 camera?
It's like probably a 6-page. Is it 6 pages? No, 8 pages, I was gonna say. So they wonder what did they use?
That's it. Oh, with the ISO is fucking crazy.
Yeah, if you're doing auto with the ISO, like indoors, probably be
So you need to go in the menu to turn off auto ISO.
What is the ISO that's currently at right now?
I put down the f-stop to 22.
Oh,
So-
that far? Ooh, dang.
No, I just wanted to see. And now this is how high it goes up. 12,800. Actually, I think it might actually go
That's
higher.
crazy.
Their banner takes up half the phone.
Oh, it goes over. It goes over.
I'm sure they needed to fill the space.
I'm sorry.
It goes up all the way up to H2.
I think I do like reading old papers. Even back then, I guess I was showing the same problems. The first story, like NCC reflects nation and race relations. Racism and race relations have become the red hot issue of the 90s. Pretty much nowadays thing. God damn. Causing a recent explosion of such movies as Jungle Fever, Zebrahead, and perhaps the most profound of all, Spike Lee's Malcolm X. Blacks and whites alike have gained a greater awareness of racial issues in present times. Since the struggles of blacks have become more, I feel like this is very non-political correct. I think it was the 90s.
Ah, there they are.
Hey!
I'm playing
What up?
here, relax.
Uh,
Hello.
Hola.
this
No.
smells. This smells
I'm leaving this open.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, shit. I need some room.
To take or not to take becomes campus issue. Not only is it the question here at NCC, but it is a good one at that. According to Lorraine Demchuk, it shouldn't matter how students learn as long as they learn. Whereas Alice
Pepperoni underneath.
Oh shit.
It's kind of boring.
What are you reading? Just like the old newspapers?
Yeah, I'm curious at what they used to produce these things in the past.
I still have to organize.
You know,
it by
from this
year.
angle, the newspaper looks like Chinese takeout with the red.
It does.
God, this is 92?
Yeah.
I was curious.
I still have to go through and organize them because a lot of them aren't. They're like I
Skin and
organize them all
souls,
by
man.
year, but a lot of them on the inside aren't organized properly.
What are you doing?
Like, what did it use?
Playing with
what
a camera.
software? Like,
What are you doing?
There wasn't software.
Yeah.
I don't want pictures of me, dog. I'm dead serious. My fault. I hate that. I really do. Like, I really just.
Yeah, you should ask permission before you take someone's picture.
I'm not. Like I said, normally, I don't mind if you take pictures of anybody else.
I once
anything else,
threatened
just-
a girl.
not
She's
me,
like,
'cause
I
I
want
have,
to take a
like-
picture. I was like, take a
I
picture
look
of me
really
and I'll
terrible
break that
in
camera.
photos.
She was like,
Unless I ask for it.
and I was like,
then-
I'm so sorry, but like, I was
That
like,
is one way. Like, that's why I don't like street photography as much because it's like a little bit rude.
there's so many people in this room.
Yeah, there's too many. Bro.
Okay.
Satanists are suspected at NCC by
Yeah.
Sherwood Nagy. Christmas tide is among the most joyous of all seasons
Sorry,
for
it's
Christians,
okay.
commemorating the birth of their Savior. To some other people, Jesus' birth means nothing.
What is shit?
Whoa!
Among these are
What is shitty weed?
among these are devil worshippers.
Whoa!
This trend is spreading alarmingly all over the
Wow.
United States and is hitting close to home.
Good.
According to some NCC students, there are some signs
guys.
here that tell that
Oh.
sorry. That there are signs here that there are at least a few people probably involved with Satanism and witchcraft. I'm sorry, put that in the paper. Probably involved, like, you have no facts. You're just saying, like, there's probably a few students who are Satanists. on
We saw this
campus.
one weird kid.
Yeah,
Cole,
no,
can you grab me a plate, please? Stop.
A member
Thank
of the
you.
Campus Christian Fellowship Club, Glenn Brock, is a former Satanist and witchcraft practitioner. He believes, and I quote, both are roads to hell. End quote. In Broad's case, a friend got him involved with the occult back in high school, but now he looks at it as more of a recruitment. The most telling symbol of indicating a person may be a devil worshipper is the Baphomet. It is a pentagram upside down star with a goat's head in the middle of it, often worn as a necklace.
I wonder who sponsored this article.
According to Brock, a
Wow.
combination of the pentagram and the following indicate a strong probability. Preoccupation with Ouija boards, psychics, or death symbols such as skulls and knives. So if you like
Is
skulls and
that
knives, you're
Yes,
Satanist.
on bottom.
Can you grab me
You
a
might be a Satanist.
An affinity for certain metal bands with satanic lyrics like Slayer, Megadeth, and Metallica can eventually
Oh my God, are you
desensitize to
serious?
evil. Wow.
I guess I was a
How
devil
old is
worshiper.
this?
92.
Obsession for any
24.
literature
What's
about the
It's underneath
occult,
your plate. I
especially
gave
the
you
book
two
of
plates.
Shadows, is another strong indication.
That's a good. Oh no, not that. Okay, I was thinking of fiction piece. I was like, that's a good work. That's a good book.
Witchcraft once gave Brock a false sense of power until he realized a demon occupied one of his old rooms at Christown, and he could not combat it. Nothing helped until a Christian friend was able to help dispel the occupation. That experience helped him realize only
Can you
God's
stop
power
reading
is
that song?
to cast out a demon.
Funny.
I'm sorry, this is actually kind of comical.
It is.
I'm not sure if this is like legit
Hello?
or not.
I hope it is. I hope this guy believes everything. Oh, I thought you got that for the club.
Oh, we did, but like also we didn't grab cups, so.
I love how after this whole Satanist thing is a very
Oh,
happy,
bro,
Merry
it's
Christmas, Happy New Year. It's like all you Satanists out there.
Wow.
Oh, y'all devil
Yo, is it
worshippers.
good?
Oh
yeah, damn devil good.
worshipper. Yeah, it's really good pie.
Good.
Is this from a different place?
This
Oh,
is from
yeah.
an actual pizzeria.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a
I'm
place.
having
There's
some
a place a
dog.
couple blocks. from
Genos or something?
No, it's a place called Joe's.
Oh, they're fairy lights. I'm
Oh
gonna put
shit,
them up.
my fault.
No,
You
we're-
good?
yeah, it's not how
I
I'm
was probably
confused.
thinking about right on top of the corkboard. There's a little strip
Sebastian.
right there.
You need help with your
Or-
article,
Any
right?
chance
Oh,
can I
yeah.
borrow these before you put them up?
Huh?
Can I borrow these before you put them up?
Sure.
Alright. Because I've been looking for a light
Yo,
like this.
Matt,
How dull's the light?
Matt, give me a plate real quick, or Jerry, give me one.
Yeah. Gotcha, man.
And they roll out. They're pretty long too.
Autobots, roll out.
Like, here, hold on.
What was that for?
I was gonna put these up, but he said that he needs them for something or another.
I have a cool shoot that I want to do.
Wow.
And then.
Let me guess, it's Brandon Wolfel related.
What?
Yeah, is Brandon Wolfel related?
Who?
Brandon Wolfel,
Who's that?
famous guy who does a lot of fairy light photos.
Nope.
What the fuck is this?
I looked at his fucking work. He's doing this. Well, there's a bench over around the block from the school that's surrounded by these trees. Like it looks so nice. So I want to hang these up and then get a ghosting effect with someone sitting there. So like, no, it's hard to explain without.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you use it. Because then I'm just gonna hang them up here and somewhere in the office. So.
How much did those cost you?
Shit. I got them from Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby, where all good Satanists go to do crafts.
Seriously. I don't know actually how much they
You have a
cost.
problem with saying
No, just kidding. No, I got them from my work. They were on sale. They were on
Say.
clearance. I think they were normally like
Satan is Lord and Savior.
'All hail
10,
the Dark
14
Lord.
bucks, and then
Hey,
I
you
got
read
them
the
for like
Bible.
2.
Satan never killed
you,
anyone. Only
get
Jesus and
some.
God did.
If there's any more
True.
at work.
True
or-
fact.
Well, I got them like last year, so I don't
Thank
know
you,
if we
Mr.
still have.
Milton.
I don't
Some
know if we
people
still
say
have fairy lights
that
or not.
that
Well,
the devil is actually God in the Bible, and the devil just got hold of the worshippers of Jesus Christ.
Oh my
and
God.
and just switched the names.
I'm confused. What are
Did
they
you-
Because
called?
if you read the Bible, Satan never kills anyone. It's only Jesus and God calling for the death of others.
Jerry, I have someone I need you to meet. His name's Eric Gorski's in Christian Fellowship.
Okay,
Please,
that's low,
debate
but I'm
this.
gonna have to deal with this when I go down to Texas with them because it's mission work too. So like,
Mission work or missionary?
I don't know.
That was good.
If you really want to
Something
piss them
just
off, which I don't recommend,
Literally,
you
I
doing,
would
use
gladly
Bible
like
pack.
corrupt almost all of them, but like,
You know they just released a book,
Wow.
the Bible
Nice.
of a gay,
Hi, babe.
Adam and
Pizza?
Steve.
From real people, like a real pizzeria.
Like, not hot garbage.
There's
There's
pepperoni
cheese
and
and
cheese.
pepperoni.
It's really good.
Where's it from?
It's from a place called Joe's
It's
Pizza,
a-
and East
no, it's
Nicole goes to it all the time.
It's the place I was telling you about. Like every time I'm smacked and I text you and I'm like, I'm eating pizza. This is where I get it from.
I might save the slice for later.
We'll save you.
But-
No, we'll save you. Oh, you? Yes.
Slaps him. But I didn't mean shush you. I was like,
No, you're fine. We were being hella loud anyway.
I wear a wool hat over my ears all the time. I'm like, why can't I hear? Maybe that's why. But
Is that deafening you?
never. What time is it? Does anyone know?
12:04.
Okay, quick time. I'm going to. Hella's gonna be here, and it's gonna like help me do like photography stuff, and then later you and I are gonna. But
I brought backup makeup, so like I'll like freshen up my face and shit.
Oh my god, can you do mine too?
Girl,
Please.
yes. Oh my god,
I have like
yes.
eyeliner, but like
My testicles are literally receding.
I can totally do your makeup. Oh my god.
I'm not even getting like in the photo, but still, I just like
I can
I
for
feel
sure do
gross.
this.
Like, I'm running out of eyeliner, and I'm going to the
That's
store.
really good.
'Cause I'm like trying to get some on work.
I'm just insane.
It's 15 days.
No, I got you, Bam. I got you.
But I have some eyeliner that's like basically what I have in face powder.
I have
Kristen, if
my.
you're gonna grab a slice, I would get one now.
What do you want us to say? Do you want plain or do you want pepperoni?
Oh, I don't need meat, so plain.
Plain. All right.
So
Nobody
one
else
of
is
those-
touching those.
One of those
Oh,
is say
I don't need
Yeah.
2. 1 is fine. I like
no,
I
Kristen, we're
haven't
saving you both.
been- I can't eat that much right now. But did you mess with? Did you guys mess with it? It's a change.
What?
It's life hard.
Yeah, life is hard.
Okay.
You're shooting at a shutter speed of 1 second.
I'm writing what that means. I have so many clothes.
What does that mean?
I know, like that's 1 second is slow, isn't it?
Yes.
You get a lot
They're
of
measured in fractions of seconds.
Yeah. It's just like all the like letters and numbers and stuff. Like it confuses me.
Higher the f-stop, smaller the hole.
I'm sorry. What?
All Lexi heard was whole.
small holes. Yeah, it's kind of confusing when they say like a small f-stop. It's actually really large.
It's a big hole.
It's a big number. It's a big number.
No, it's a small number, but it's a big hole.
Well, he actually
So many things. So
Yeah.
many things to say.
You want to smoke cigarette?
Yeah.
BRB.
Are you your chain smoking buddy now?
Yeah.
Alright.
Cole used to be, but Cole's lame now.
Fine.
Cole's lame now.
What are you doing?
Yeah. How dare he not pollute his
They're gonna go smoke.
Who needs lunch?
I mean, cold. What is the term they use?
He's lame.
Is it like, I thought it was like a new term for like flying off cigarettes. I heard like lame.
Yeah. All right.
Like
Cool.
laying off
I just want to
cigarettes.
bounce it off you. It's hotter than Billy be damned in this room.
We need a fan in here.
Mm-hmm.
You need a
Your
lot
shirt's
of-
inside out again.
I thought that was intentional. I thought that you were making some sort of weird esoteric statement.
No, I just.
He gets dressed
No,
in the
you're just
dark.
lazy.
No, he gets dressed in the dark, he said.
I talked to Claudia. She said she may consider doing the student senate stories and the student senate elections.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
I'm not sure when it's
fucking.
gonna
I don't know what the hell's up with that Alexis.
I don't know what's going on. So
I messaged her and she hasn't gotten back to me at all.
Oh, okay, so she's
So yeah, she's
Who?
gone.
Alexis Lar.
The Alex. She wanted to be called Alex. Yeah.
What? She's gone?
Blonde, nose ring.
Hella cute.
Yeah, I was thinking
What?
Juliet.
No,
No, she's cute too though.
Yeah.
As far as I know, she's still around.
She's thick.
She figured.
with like 2 C's or 1 C?
Want to see how we do?
3.
No, I seen 3 here, and that shit made me run into a wall.
There are some girls here that are just like they walk by and just like
Damn!
like breaking your neck like
Shelby.
Hey.
Shit out of me.
I know.
You're about like the only person I would actually let do that without having like a
What, touch you on the small of your back?
Yeah, pretty much. Call me off
It's
guard.
so kind.
But it's so good to see you. Hey, and guess what? I picked up pizza from a decent place.
Real
there.
pizza.
actual
Real
pizza.
pizza?
Yeah, you.
Actual pizza.
I don't know if you've
We
ever
just
been
have
up
to
the,
save one slice of plain for Kristen.
Indeed.
I don't know if you've ever been up to the West Ward, but there's Joe's in the West Ward.
I haven't been there, but I do.
It's
know
off
that-
Northampton Street.
Mhm.
It's like right.
I'm gonna have to go nowadays.
What?
Joe's good.
It's good,
I'm
you
gonna
know.
start going.
Yeah, and the good thing is if we buy enough pizzas from them, we get one for free. So
Oh,
we get the little
loyalty
coup-
program.
yeah,
Mm.
it's lit.
Oh yeah, we do have the coupons. They were inside the box. Did they?
Mhm.
Somebody move
I
them?
like the hat.
I think Cole got
$3
it.
Wait,
Amazon.
Those were coupons? I thought they were toppings. Solid.
Your shrimp rolls are really good. The steak and cheese one is awesome.
Damn guys, we devoured the pizza.
Fuck
Yeah,
I mean,
you guys
real
are playing
fucking food.
games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Oh, I live in Easton. I've been to Joe's.
Where in Easton are you?
Across Glendon Bridge, across 8 Mile, in the rural section.
Okay.
Do you live
Sure.
in Forks?
Hmm?
Like out near the Crayola factory?
Mhm.
'Cause
I live in
on-
Williams Township.
Oh.
I live in Williams Township.
Yeah, I know
I'm
where
surrounded by
Williams Township is.
cornfields.
My ex girlfriend's grandparents live out there. That's where
Yeah.
that's where my old car got dashed in by
Ooh.
a baseball
Someone
bat.
got a tablet?
Commuter did.
I donated it to the commuter.
Fun.
Le- Lexi got her hands on it first,
So
so.
we're gonna
Because I'm gonna bring that with me
We're
to
gonna watch
Texas
Oodles.
instead of lugging my giant ass laptop.
we're gonna put some features on there. Why don't shake your head at me? Get out of here.
I'm sorry, but using something like a
Oh,
job
we
for
have
porn,
our meetings.
kinda